Grace's room. So, have you guys ever had like an old top or like an old pair of jeans that are like either way too small or way too big for you and you don't know what to do with them and you're thinking of just getting rid of them? Well, I may have the solution for you. Over the past couple of weeks, I've just been seeing a lot of clothing hacks on TikTok, Instagram, and even like YouTube as well. So I gathered quite a few of them, and I thought that it would be really fun to test them out and see if they actually work, because some of them might be actually like really helpful. So let's test them. So I found this clothing hack from 5 Minute Crafts. And basically, if you have like a top that's like maybe a little bit like this, you know, it's like cute, but it's just doesn't really have a lot of shape to it. Maybe it's a little bit too long as well. You can turn it into, apparently, you can turn it into like a really cute top. So what you're supposed to do, according to them, is like take off like one sleeve, then you like twist the sleeve and put it back on, and it has like a really cute twist in the middle there. And I really like tops like that. So I was really excited when I saw this hack, and fingers crossed it works. I'm maybe a little bit skeptical, but I can't see any reason why it shouldn't work. I mean, it's just like a normal twist. So basically, I'm just gonna try it now. So what you're gonna do is you take out one sleeve, and then you like grab like the bottom, and you sort of just twist it around like that. They did it really fast in the video, so I was a little bit like, ooh, but I'm pretty sure I've got it right. And then my arm through it. There we go. Then we go like that. How does that look? Oh, okay. Maybe if I bring it across more. So I'm just thinking like the back, it's like, it's almost like gathered. Oh no. Oh, that does not look anything. I'm like, it doesn't look anything like her one, because actually if I look, I have it here. Hers is like, it goes across like straight. Mine is not doing that at all. I mean, like the front might be like a little bit like cute. It's maybe a little bit like might be a little bit short, but it might be cute for like the beach or something like that. But the back, we have an issue here. We definitely have an issue. That just looks horrible. Like, I wouldn't be able to turn around. I have to be like, you guys. So this is like worse than a thumbs down. This is like a 6 feet under. So let's move on to the next hack, because I'm not really thrilled with this one. So if you have a top that's a little bit maybe too like oversized for your liking, apparently if you tie a shoelace around your waist, you can tuck it underneath and have like a really cute crop top look. So I want to try that, because I have like a lot of tops that are sort of like this, like it's cute and it's like tight around the top, but it's sort of like too long, and I'm not a huge fan of that look. So I'd like if this one works. So I just have this white shoelace here. I'm just gonna tie it reasonably tight as well, because I don't want it to come undone. I have a feeling this one should probably work. And then just gonna tuck it underneath. Okay, sorry, got that. That took a little bit of work. But maybe look in the mirror. Ooh, that's actually really cute. That's not bad at all. Oh, I literally forgot to do that. But that actually looks really good. Okay, sorry, that can feel fun. But I don't want to quickly do it because I just want to see if it works. But it definitely does work. It feels like really tight, secure. If I jump up and down, it doesn't feel like it's gonna come undone or anything. So this gets a really big thumbs up from me. I like this one a lot. So if you ever have a skirt that like every time you walk it sort of like flies up, like this one here, it's a very short, like it's a really pretty skirt, but it's very, like I have to wear like these bike shorts underneath it because it goes up so easily, you know, especially if it's a windy day, then it's like over for me. So there's this hack that basically if you put double-sided tape and you just stick it on your leg and to the skirt, it shouldn't fly up or creep up at all if you're walking. So I already actually peeled the tape because it takes me 15 years to try and separate it, but this is obviously a very quick one, so I'll just try it now. So I'm just going to put it on both sides, just like there, and then stick it here. There we go. Ooh, okay, that feels very that actually does feel quite secure. It's a very sticky tape. No kidding. But and then I'll put it here. A little walk test. Do a little jump test. That actually feels really secure. I think you definitely need some very sticky, like make sure like not like yeah, make sure it's like very sticky because otherwise it probably won't stay. Like I think there's like such things as like fashion tape as well, so that might be good to use as well. But yeah, that does work and it feels like really secure as well. I mean, if it's like a hot day, you might get sweaty and it might unstick, so you might want to keep some backup with you. But I quite like this, I definitely use it. So, an oversized shirt. I'm sure we all at least have one of them. I really like wearing them. I think they're really nice to wear around the house, but they're not really practical for wearing out. So for this next hack that's been brought to us again by 5 Minute Crafts, apparently if we just kind of take our arms out of the sleeves and just bring it down to our waist, so like a skirt, but then you thread a belt through the sleeves and kind of cross it around to the back, it can turn into this like really cute skirt. And I think it should probably work, but I'm not sure if it looks the best. I really wanted to try this to see if it actually like looks nice on. But I'm just gonna take my arms out of the sleeves. I just put like a black top underneath because I probably would wear a black top with a skirt like this. Well, not a skirt, but you know, a grey skirt. There we go. So, down to my waist. This was the only belt I could honestly find that I had that was sort of like this. I'm not a huge fan of the gold chain. They had a silver one, and the silver one actually looked kind of nice. So hopefully it looks decent. But I'm just going to thread it through both of the sleeves and then crisscross it to the back. Oh, this one's actually quite long. Probably need a shorter one. But oh well. Maybe just tuck it in at the back. Okay, so now I have to tuck in the sleeves to sort of make it almost look like pockets. And that is the skirt. I mean, don't mind the back because I know that I have the belt sort of sticking out of it, but let's pretend that's not there. I mean, it does work. Like, I have to say, like, it actually did work. I'm just not, honestly, personally for me, it's not my favorite look. I probably wouldn't wear a skirt like this. But like technically it does work, so I do have to give it a thumbs up, but this is probably more whether you like a skirt like this than it actually works for you. Okay, yeah, just wanted to make sure. These jeans are way too tight on me. I'm actually spewing with this hack because I just recently went through all of my old jeans and I had some that were way too tight on me, so I got rid of them. And this is the only pair that I could find that was still tight on me. And the reason why I wanted to do this hack was because apparently if you use a hair tie, if you ever have a button that's like way too hard to do up, like this one, you can thread it through here and sort of like tie it around like that. That wasn't too quick, sorry. And then if you put it around the button, it sort of fixes that problem. Like, you know, it just joins it without having to put it through the little hole here. And then I can, gosh, even this is too tight to do. And then I can do the zipper now at least. Yeah, so let's have a look in the mirror really quickly. I mean, it does work. Technically it does work. I just don't think it looks really nice. Really. I mean, it's actually, I probably need to get a bit of a tighter hair tie, but even if I wrap it around twice, it's not the best look. I mean, I've actually seen people do it on TikTok and it looks like kind of nice. So I'm not sure why it's not really looking the best for me, but I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs to the side because it does work, but I just don't really like how it looks. You've probably seen it in a lot of my videos. Every time I wear an oversized shirt, I always like to just grab it and like tie it up in a knot at the front. It's like my signature look now. But I also found 2 other ways to crop your top. And the first one is if you twist the sides a little bit, just like that. There we go. And then if you tuck it into like whatever like top or bra you're wearing underneath, the other side, apparently it creates like a really nice look. Like on the video, hers looked really good. So there we go. Look in the mirror. Yeah, it doesn't look. It looks maybe because this is quite a large top and it's a little bit thicker material, probably maybe looks like a little bit thicker. But if you had a thin top, I reckon this would look probably really good with it. But I feel like it's probably just maybe, no, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, maybe I would like it if it was a little bit more slim around here. That's why I always like to tie it at the front because it kind of tightens it a little bit. Anyway, it's all creased now. But for the second one, if I really like this look, it kind of creates a bit of a twist at the front as well. So apparently if you grab two sides like this, and then you tie it around, sort of to create like a little knot. She made this one look really easy, so hopefully it works fine. And then if you tuck both sides in, it creates a bit of a twist. It's not too bad, so it just came undone. Yeah, I reckon the same sort of thing. I reckon maybe mine's a little bit too, maybe a bit too thick again, but like the actual twist doesn't look the worst. I'd like to try this with like a thinner top, so maybe if I do that it would look nicer, but I give this one a thumbs up. Like I said, maybe my top's just a little bit too thick for things like this, but besides that, it does work, so I will give it a thumbs up. So I've got this top, and like, it's a nice top, like I love the color and everything, but it's not a very interesting top, you know, it's kind of just like bleh. So with this hack that I found on 5 Minute Crafts, apparently if you cut the sleeves and you cut around the collar here and you cut it in half, you can create a really cute crop top. And if you cut the sleeve sort of like in the middle there, you can also tie it up as well to create like a cute like little bow on the sleeves. So I'm really excited to try this one. Obviously I'll need to take off this top and I'll need a trusty pair of scissors. So I briefly explained it before, but I need to cut around the collar here, sort of like in a bit of like a square shape. Then I need to cut the sleeves just around there on both sides, and then cut it like in half around here to create our crop top. So I might start with the collar. Probably gonna be the hardest bit because I need to get a neat shape. All right, so I might start around there. I have some fabric scissors too, so hopefully they'll cut a lot better. Alright, that probably wasn't some of my finest cutting. Like, let's just cut that off. There we go. Oh well, it's just a little hat. Now I'm gonna cut off the sleeves here, so maybe around like, that should be good. Okay, so my cutting, I think I need to go to some cutting fabric lessons because that was horrible. But let's maybe try and make it a little bit better on this side. But I like how I cut that one, so. Also, I didn't like how I cut it, but I like the length and everything. And lastly, I just need to cut it through the middle here. All right, I may have cut that maybe a little bit too short. Oh, that should be fine. Oh, last thing, I forgot. I need to cut my sleeves in half so I can tie them up. Be very careful with scissors as well if you do want to try this at home. All right. Let's put it on. So this is my top. Yeah, it's not the best. I think it's probably partially my fault because my measurements weren't really on point. And I reckon with a top like this, you need more of like a tighter material because this is really like floppy here. But maybe if I cut it a little bit longer and maybe I did this a little bit longer too, or I went down more so I could have more to tie up here because I just had to do like a little tiny bow. I couldn't actually do like a proper bow, but besides that, it's not really my favorite. Probably would never wear this out, so I'm just gonna have to give it a thumbs down just because I didn't really have a good experience with it. But maybe if I got my measurements right, then it might have been good. Oh no! Got deodorant marks all over my black top. What will I do now? Well, I might have the hack to fix this. Apparently, if we use a dryer sheet or if we use a black sock, we can actually get rid of this deodorant mark. Because usually, like, you know, I'm not sure about you guys, but when I get it on like a black top, I usually just get like a tissue or something, but then I get like the tissue, like the fluff all over it and stuff. So it's a bit of a disaster. Which is why I'm hoping that this next hack works. So I'm going to do a little bit of like a side-by-side like comparison with this. I thought I'd put the black sock on one hand and I can do the dry sheet with the other hand, and we'll see how it works. So I'm going to try the black sock first. Because the good thing about the black sock, well, what I read is that if you use the black sock, like, it will just create like black fluff on it because, like, you know, the black on black and everything, so it doesn't really matter. And that way you can rub it as hard as you want. Just got a little bit there. Is that all of it gone? Maybe a little bit there too. Okay, So I think I've scrubbed pretty hard with this. And I mean, it did, it did kind of get rid of it, but it's just that it's sort of, oh, actually I have some back here too. It kind of, I could feel like I can sort of see like the outline from like where it is a little bit. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on the camera, but that person's like from here, I can just sort of see it a little bit. But let's try the dry sheet. Ooh, that worked really fast. Got a lot here. Okay, so I do think that the dryer sheet worked a lot better. I mean, it was a lot faster. I mean, the black sock did work. I just feel like this was a lot faster to use. I forgot to say, this is also a used dryer sheet, because if you use a normal one, it's probably gonna be too stiff. But, I mean, it worked. They both did technically work. So, you know, if you're in a bit more of like a rush, then you might want to use the black sock. But, you know, if you want to use the dryer sheet, because you have one lying around, then I recommend probably using that. I feel like it probably was a little bit more effective. But this one just gets a big thumbs up because it does work. So I love wearing my Converse shoes, but they get dirty quite easily, especially around like this white sole here. So supposedly if you use toothpaste and a toothbrush and you scrub really hard, the marks should come off. So I'm really hoping that this one works, because then I can use it on some of my other shoes as well. But I thought maybe I'd just try it half of it, obviously just to sort of, because I don't want to do the entire shoe now, but I thought it'd be good if I only did half of it here, so I can sort of tell the difference. Hopefully there is a difference. But I've just got this white Colgate toothpaste here. I'm just gonna put a little bit there. And then I was thinking I could just like sort of wet my toothbrush a little bit. I don't really see them do it in the video, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, let's scrub. Hopefully I don't have to scrub for too long. I mean, I should be able to tell the difference, but let's see. Okay, so I'm scrubbing really hard, and I can definitely tell that it's getting wider. I mean, like just right here, it's sort of not really working as much, or it's a little bit harder to sort of get that the dirt off it. But I can tell the toothpaste and the toothbrush is really dirty, so something's definitely happening. Okay, I think it's time to wipe it all off now. I'm just gonna get my towel and dip it in some water. Okay, so I probably need to dry it a little bit more, but just looking at it now, there is definitely a massive difference. That looks so clean, and it looks, you know, you can definitely tell the contrast between the two, and it looks very clean. So I am very happy with this hack, and now I can go clean the rest of my shoes with toothpaste and my toothbrush. So big thumbs up for this one. I'm not even gonna try. It's always the worst when you've done a full face of makeup and then you try to put a top back on, or a white top, and then you get makeup all over it. So we have a hack that could maybe fix this. You're supposed to put a scarf over your head, and then you put your top back on, and then the makeup won't transfer onto the top. So I want to try this one. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do I just do it like this? I think so. Okay, this looks really awkward. I can't see anything now. Okay. Got it. Let's go. There we go. Now I can obviously put my top on. And not sure if you guys can see anything, but I don't think I can see any makeup on. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. The only thing is though, if you have like a lot of makeup on, you're probably going to get it all over your scarf. So maybe don't do this with a white scarf. I mean, I actually can't see anything on this, so this gets a thumbs up. That definitely worked pretty well. Well, there you have it. 10 clothing hacks that hopefully some of you guys might find useful. My favorite one would probably have to be, I know it's not technically clothes, but the one with the shoes and removing dirt with the toothbrush and the toothpaste. That one worked so well. I was really surprised with how well it worked, and I'll definitely be using that one in the future. But a close second would probably have to be removing the deodorant stains on black tops with the dryer sheet and the sock. I will also be using that one in the future because I've always had that issue. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at Grace's World Official, and I'll see you guys next time on Grace's Room. Bye for now.